Executives have always been terrible people. For a number of reasons. But one story that I always think about is how they did Shonda Rhimes. The way and the reason behind Shonda Rhimes going to Netflix was so fucked up. Shonda Rhimes, the creator of Grey's Anatomy, Scandal, How to Get with Murder, the whole fucking Shondaverse. She had America tuned into ABC every Thursday night for years, 4 hours, right? That being said, she asked the Disney executive, she's like, oh, can I get some, all access passes? I'm trying to take my family to the parks. They try and make it difficult for her, like, oh, well, we don't usually do that. Mind you, apparently it was in her contract as a perk, in her contract. So eventually they gave her the passes. She gets to the park and the passes don't even fucking work. They don't even work. So she calls up an executive and she's like, they're not working. They tell her, don't you have enough? They told Shonda Rhimes, the woman who made them millions and quite frankly is still making them fucking money because Grey's Anatomy is still on and people rewatch Scandal and How to Get Away with Murder all the time. Still making them money. And that was their response? Yeah. Yeah. And that was an executive that told her that. Yeah.
Too much media.
Welcome to Too Much Media.
Tune in
Too much media.
Too much
Have fun.
Too much media.
And it's like the evidence just keeps stacking on itself more and more and more. So this story is really insane. I never actually knew this. This girl just told this story on TikTok. And I'm like, pause. See? Do you see what I'm talking about? It's like, this is why I keep saying, like, this fight that us as Black women constantly keep having for so-called representation in mainstream media is so futile. Do you see how they do the exact woman who has made this company? I promise you, if it is millions, it's on the edge of billions. And if it isn't millions, it's billions. Like, this lady has made... If it's not millions yet, it's headed to billions. Like, if it's not billions yet, it's headed to billions. Like, the Grey's Anatomy empire is going to be a historic show for the next century. How to Get Away with Murder, Scandal. Are you kidding me? I'm rewatching Scandal right now. Right now, me and Olivia Pope is locked in. And this is the same lady who, when she asked for something as simple, and all access pass to Disneyland, like, who cares? Like, that is so cheap, like, considering, like, what the company, can afford and do and stuff like that. It's like, all access pass, like, that should be nothing. The minute she called, it should have been like, oh yeah, we'll have that sent over right away. That's nothing. Like, here you go. They're talking about we don't usually do that, just to make her life a little bit harder. And, like, it's not even just to make her life a little bit hard. From my understanding, what I feel like it is... Hold on. 1 second. Okay. But, yeah. What I feel like it is, I feel like truly it's just a thing where they want to see her beg for it, right? So it's like, it's already in the contract. It's already supposed to be set. It shouldn't be nothing. Even if it wasn't in the contract, it's like, she's done so much for the business. It's like, you as an executive, it's one of this high-end people in your company who you should be trying to keep happy, calls for something like that. You just make something shake, You're like, oh yeah, it's Shonda calling. If it was somebody else, we don't usually do this. But for you, of course, that's what should have been the response, right? But because they want to see her beg, like, that's what it really is. Even though it's in her contract, so she shouldn't even, like, talking about we don't usually do that, shouldn't even be part of the conversation. Even if it wasn't something that was in her contract, it should have been a thing where we don't usually do that. But of course, you calling, we're going to make it happen, right? But it's like, no, I want it to be even worse, where you are supposed to have this. It is a part of your contract. And I still hate you so much that I want to see you squirm a bit. Like, I want to see you have some sort of trouble before you can get anything you want. And I feel like this is like a conversation where it's like, this is not something we only go through in like the industries that we're in and career wise and stuff. But this is something like, as a Black woman, you have to face like literally in every aspect of your life. Like, when I'm telling you, like, school wise, like teachers, like, I've had so many. I'm going to tell the story one day of my story with this one class I took in college for communications, and how this lady had literally it out from me from day one. But it's just to tell you that, like, even like when we're in school and we're just trying to get like, you know, get through school and just get good grades and stuff, like the teachers will be like trying to make your life hard in a way where other students, like, they'll just let it breeze past, and they'll just find different ways to just try to bug you, to get under your skin, just so they can hopefully discourage you from continue to pursue what you're doing. Like, in that moment, that lady just wanted Shonda to not feel herself. It's like, oh, you want to call and get all access passes and look good in front of your family? I'm about to show your family you ain't shit to us. I'm about to show your family you calling for this shit is not as easy as 1, 2, 3. ABC, bitch, you ain't Michael Jackson. Like, the fuck? Like, this is what she wanted from, this is the only reason that could be possibly explaining why you would not just give her the passes, even if it wasn't in her contract, and it is. And that's the thing, it's like, the stuff that is literally written for you to have, they'll still make it hard for you to get. So that's why I, like, struggle to hear this conversation of representation, because look at how they're treating our representation. We have some representation, as little as we do have, but the ones who are there are suffering. Not to say Shonda's suffering. I mean, I'm sure she's having her way in life, and like I don't know if she didn't end the story with whether or not Shonda got the all access passes. She just at the end when and then mind you, let's continue even. Afterwards, just because she wanted to see Shonda beg for the passes, she eventually like, here, nigga, damn, always want something for free. Like, they hate when niggas ask for shit for free. Like, to them, you don't have to pay for everything. Mind you, white people love paying for stuff, even if it's free. The amount of times, like, because I live in a liberal area, so there's always stuff being given out for free, or little, like, events happening, or just little stuff that are community-based, so you don't have to pay. The amount of time I've been at community-based free things, and then the white people will get to their turn to get the free thing, and be like, no, but we want to pay. I'm like, y'all don't have no problem. I'm like, you want to pay? Why? Like, what? And I do feel like even them doing that is like a thing where they just want to seem better. You know what I'm trying to say? They just want to seem like, oh no, we're too good for free stuff. No, we'll pay. We want to support. They'll hide it behind they want to support. It's like, bitch, no, you just want to make a scene. All these people in line getting free stuff. You holding up the line talking about some you want to pay. Like, get your free stuff and go. I hate when they do stuff like that. But times are tougher right now. I feel like I see white people doing that less. But back in the day, I feel like every single time I would be at a public event, like where there's free stuff, is like a community thing. The white people will get to the thing and be like, no, we want to pay. I'm like, bitch, if y'all don't go somewhere. And the funny thing is, it's only events where y'all are a part of or y'all organize where free stuff even happens. So it's kind of like, this only free because you came. If it was just for us, they would have made us pay. So how are you getting to the front talking about something we want to pay? Like, if you don't go on somewhere. But anyway, I feel like it was a thing where they're like, here, damn, oh my God, you always want something for free. And then they purposely, nobody in the world, and that's the part about white people that gets so scary, is like they will gaslight the mess out of you. I bet you if this became too big of a scandal, clock it. But if this became too big of a news story, or this became like an investigation, like we need to have a black career investigations team, like FBI, but for black people, BFI, like BFCI, Black Field Career Investigations. Like, every time you play with a black person at their job, this field comes in and they get a deep, deep analysis about whether or not racism has occurred, and they get in that ass. Like, we need some shit like that, because I bet you if a real investigation went down, the white people would say, no, this was just an oversight issue. It was a complete mistake. First of all, we had no clue about the contract that had put in the Disney thing. Second of all, we had passed it off to an intern, and that intern had accidentally picked up the wrong tickets when they should have done this. They just clicked the wrong button. They will come up with any way out of scrambling for not admitting what the truth is, because the truth is, if you wanted her to have it, and you wanted her to feel good, and like, because the thing is, that's like, this is proof of whether or not you want someone to feel good about themselves or not. To me, that's all this shows, because it's just like, it's so easy of a thing for you to either give access to or deny access to. So it's like, if you want the person to know you respect, like how someone treats you about small stuff tells you everything you need to know about how they feel about you. So it's like, if you really wanted me to feel good and like make sure I knew that I'm an important part of this company and stuff like that, you would like, how many times when someone is an important person in the business, the person who's in charge will be like, no, I'm personally doing this. I'm personally going to handle this. I'm going to make sure there can't even be a conversation of oversight. I'm going to cite it myself. I'm not even going to be able to say, no, this person accidentally did this. No, I'm doing it myself just so I can ensure Shonda and her family have a great time in Disney. They like, if they really care, they would have even added more on top. They'd be like, oh yeah, I'm going to get you the all access passes. And then they're going to call someone and be like, hey, Shonda's coming through. Make sure when she get there that you add this extra little perk for her. Make sure y'all take her through that secret underground version of Disney that we got that's just for the celebrities. Oh, make sure y'all give them a 5-star meal and give them 3 days at the hotel nearby so they could sleep over. They don't got to drive back and forth from the house. Like, they can spend a couple days, this, that, or the third. And you know what? We're going to send a car for the days they want to go, and a limo's going to take them back and forth. This is $1 billion company. We're talking about the Disney. Would that even break one penny in their bank? That would do nothing to Disney. And it would just make Shonda feel like, okay, I'm actually working for a company that actually cares about me. But they're like, no, we need you to know we don't fuck with you for real. You've made us all this money and we still call you nigger when you're not around. We call you nigger, bitch. We do. If you're doubting that, like, we call you that. Whenever you're not around, that's what we say. We're like, damn, this nigga really thinks she part of this company. That's what we do. Like, bruh, nothing can convince me anything less, because it's like, what would it take for them to do a little thing like that? Like, huh? That's nothing. That's not. I bet you if Trump called and said he wanted to take his family to all access passes to Disney, they wouldn't hesitate. They will call somebody to go give him special service. They would have all the mascots waiting in front for him. But because this nigger bitch wanted something for free, we gonna make her suffer. Because then after that, when the all access passes didn't work, what happened? She called to try to get it sorted out. The lady gonna talk about some, don't you have enough? Don't you have enough says it all. That one sentence in itself, like, sometimes when the sentence a person uses, because when you're talking about vocabulary and, like, you know, the use of, like, you know, sentence structure, right? When you are deciding how to speak to someone and what sentence you decide to use to get your point across, oftentimes people use a sentence that can also free them from lying out loud. So that way they can say what they want to say, but still have plausible deniability from what they wanted to say. So don't you have enough to, like, the naked eye is supposed to just mean, like, oh yeah, but you got money. Like, you could just pay for a pass to Disney World. You don't need, what's it called? You don't need me to, like, you know, sort this out for you. Just go ahead and pay for it. At the end of the day, we pay you enough. But don't you have enough? What it really means is that, like, damn, nigger, don't you have enough of everything? Like, don't you have enough? Like, haven't we already allowed you to have more money than the, like, regular black person? Don't you have enough? You already have, like, success. Like, isn't this enough for you? Like, why are you keep asking for more? And that's why I say representation isn't a conversation we need to have with these people. Because no matter what they give us, they're always going to be thinking in their head, don't you have enough? There's always going to be a conversation of every time you ask for something, every time you say, oh, but I'm only getting paid 1/10 of all the other actresses. They're going to think to themselves, don't you have enough? Oh, my trailer is literally a closet. Like, can I get an actual room? Like, this is insane. Like, I just saw the janitor taking his broom out of here in order to make space for me. Like, can I have an actual room? Don't you have enough? Y'all said I can be in the movie as one of the main leads, but I only have 6 lines in the whole 3-hour movie. Don't you have enough? I noticed that they have staff, prep food or whatever. But when I got there, they told me I can't eat, that I have to bring my own food or go get food from one of the restaurants by nearby. They're going to say, don't you have enough? My wardrobe for the show, they said I got to go get my own clothes and bring it. Don't you have enough? Oh, there's no hair and makeup artists that know how to do black hair. Don't you have enough? Do you see what I'm trying to say? Like, every single time you notice that they're not treating you in a way that makes you feel respected, in their head, when you speak up about it, all they think is, don't you have enough? So it's like we get into these arguments with them, talking about some representation, and all they're thinking is, don't you have enough? We let this mixed bitch play you. What more? Like, damn, you want real niggas on here? Hell nah. Y'all got me fucked up. This is Magaland. I'm just like, oh my God, this story shook me. When I saw this, I was like, pause. I was like, see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I'm like, we're talking about representation, but we're talking about it just to get there and get abused. The Shonda Rhimes, capital THE Shonda Rhimes, they're treating like this? Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? They're treating her like this. How do you think they're going to treat us? The ones of us who don't have a name, the ones of us who don't know how to write a hit show, the ones of us who, not even a hit show. How many hit shows? How many hit shows do we have to give you? Shonda has given how many hit shows? How many years in this industry? How many years probably taking the brunt of the, the litter of, not getting her way for so long and, just sucking it up, just so she could finally have an opportunity to get her own show out. How many years did she probably stay quiet about so many stuff just to finally have a chance for opportunity? And then she gets there and this is how they're treating her. And if they're treating Shonda Rhimes like this, how do you think they're treating everybody else who has less notoriety than her? They're probably like, just pass them through the machine. If this one won't cooperate, get the next one. Pull them through. It's like the minute you make a mistake, do you think they're going to have any mercy? Do you think that they're going to, allow you a second chance? Like, what? I want Raven to call and ask for all access passes as a test and see what happens. See, the FBCI would handle this like that. They will have Raven call, ask for all access passes, and record her interaction so we could test it out. We'll have a couple people who are Disney icons call up Disney, ask for all access passes, and then we're going to have a white person too. I want Miley Cyrus to call and ask for all access passes and see if the executives say, we don't usually do that. Don't you have enough?
Too much media.
Welcome to Too Much Media.
Too much media.
Too much.
Have fun. Too much media.